Today on Discover Uganda, we journey to the spectacular Ihamba Safari Lodge. Born out of love for nature and animal preservation, Ihamba is the perfect location for those who want to experience the tranquility of unspoiled Africa. The lodge is situated on the shores of Lake George in Queen Elizabeth National Park. On arrival, our guest host, Mario, is greeted by the manager and welcomed with a glass of fresh juice.
So this is the main building.
The main house is built from stone and thatch, which blends seamlessly with the surrounding landscape. Designed with a contemporary African theme, the lounge in the main house is filled with cozy seats and a restaurant on one side.
On the other side is a fully stocked bar.
I think I'll be hitting that later on tonight.
Behind the main house, you will find a swimming pool with panoramic views of Lake George, which makes it an ideal spot to relax after a long day in the wild.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Now let me show you to your room.
Sounds wonderful.
This way.
So, Apollo, tell me, what does the word Ihamba mean?
Ihamba is a term for wilderness amongst the Western Ugandan community, especially the Ankole and Toro communities.
Ah, sounds perfect for a place like this.
The lodge offers exclusive private accommodation consisting of African-style suites, all with private decks overlooking the magnificent lake.
Welcome to your room. The name is Mbogo, which means buffalo. Please.
Wow, stunning.
The first thing you see when you walk in is the bathroom, a design choice that makes perfect sense when you look out of the large glass windows and catch a glimpse of the breathtaking George, which makes you feel like you are dipping in the lake.
Yeah, I can see myself taking a bath after a long day out in the car and doing a nice safari, for sure.
The main room area.
Wow, looks very nice.
From the thatched roofs to the animal hide and wood-carved furniture, the rooms at Ihamba make you feel like you are living in the open wild.
Let's check out the balcony.
Yeah, let's do that.
You notice the breeze.
Wow,
As soon as you...
very, very fresh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
That breeze run all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
24 hours of fresh breeze from the lake.
Wonderful.
Amazing views.
Yeah, absolutely picturesque. Stunning.
After getting the grand tour of the lodge, Mario sat down with Apollo, the manager, to learn a bit more about the lodge.
So what is it that makes Ihamba Lodge a truly unique place?
I think we're the best place lodge around Lake George. So that gives us unparalleled views to the lake. Also, the location of Queen Elizabeth National Park, of course, you know, with the Rwenzori mountains to the north and Ishasha River to the south. And in between that, the lake vegetation, the swamp. And Queen Elizabeth also has an impressive over 100 mammal species. Ihamba is right at the heart of this mix. It's difficult not to appreciate the value that Ihamba Safari Lodge brings to the greater Queen Elizabeth area.
So Apollo, tell me, what kind of activities can I look forward to later on this afternoon?
We have a community walk, a very absorbing community walk to a sprawling fishing village just next to us. We also highly recommend the game drive in the Kasenyi Plains. Kasenyi is home to over 200 lions. If you're even very lucky and you find the lions in the mating season, it's quite a sight.
That sounds very interesting. So Apollo, how many rooms do you have at Ihamba Lodge?
We've got a total of 6 cottages, 2 double and 3 twin, and then 1 family unit.
Apollo, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule today to give us a nice explanation about the lodge and what the activities are. And let's get out in that car and go and do one of these game drives. I want to see these tree climbing lions.
One of the gems of the Ihamba Safari Lodge experience is the game drive through Queen Elizabeth National Park, which boasts a count of over 95 mammal species with about 612 species of birds. Needless to say, Mario was optimistic about his chances of wild sightings. While Mario marveled at the wildlife, the crew's aerial camera seemed to stun the animals into a fleeting frenzy, even the king himself.
Wow, beautiful.
We came out here to see lions, we did it. Woohoo! It's a bonus. And it's amazing, within what? 150 meters, there's all kinds of antelopes around them as well. So it's not like they're scared, they just see that the lions are not feeding.
Ihamba Safari Lodge truly makes you feel at one with nature, and to understand this, you must experience it yourself. After adventuring in the safari, it was finally time for Mario to dine. And Chef William was up to the task of treating Mario to a lavish 3-course meal.
Have you always worked in Uganda, or have you worked anywhere else?
I've been working in Kenya, but now in Uganda. But this is my first time working in Uganda. I think it's now having 1 year.
So, I'm looking at this starter. Looks fantastic. Tell me, what goes into this dish that you've cooked for us?
It's like a mixed vegetable salad, chopped onion, white pepper, vinegar, liquid salt, and the olive oil.
Fantastic. Shall we get stuck in? Let's try and see what you've done here for us.
Thank you. Welcome.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Balanced and delicate. Yeah, there's nothing that's too overpowering. It's very nice. Chef William, tell me, all these the vegetables that are in this salad, everything is sourced locally?
The community, they grow them and they take them to the market nearby. So we just go and buy them every day.
Nice, nice. It's always good to be able to source products locally.
Yeah.
This is divine. I'm really enjoying it. It reminds me of a Spanish salad called ensalada piperada. It's the same kind of ingredients, and they use a little bit of a different dressing, but this tastes fantastic.
Thank you.
Chef, that was fantastic. Tastes wonderful. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Chef,
Yes.
I noticed for the main course we have, is this, what fish is it?
Oh, this one is tilapia. It's coming from the Lake George.
Fantastic. So why don't you tell me how you've prepared this lovely looking dish?
Yeah. Every morning we get them from the Lake George. Then we fillet them. Then we marinate the fillet steak. Then we pan fry it with maybe a dust of flour. Then it come out like the way you can see it.
Looks great. Well, I don't want to wait any longer. I really want to tuck into this because it looks amazing. Wow.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's amazing. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, I've heard that there's a local fish market.
Yes.
Do you get a chance to go and source your own fish, to go and have a look at the market, what's available?
If I'm not busy, I just go there myself. I pick it for myself.
I'm really amazed at the texture of these potatoes. How did you prepare them for us this evening?
We take the potato, we peel them out, then we boil them a little bit with salt. After being tender, then you remove from the water. You took butter with a little bit powder, a little bit white pepper and salt and parsley herb.
Very, very nice. Congratulations. This dish has been very well made, all complete. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Right.
This one, we call it banana and chocolate sauce. So you just take the wrapped banana. In Uganda, we call it the bogoya.
And how do you say it in Swahili?
Kiswahili, we call it ndizi.
Ndizi, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Then you peel out the cover of the cover. Then you slice it slightly with a knife. Then you just top up with the chocolate syrup.
Okay, I'm not much of a sweet tooth, but I'll tell you what, seeing I just tried that fish dish, which was mind-blowing, by the way, I'm gonna have to try this. Wonderful. Well, as you can see, I've hardly even looked at it. I've managed to engulf it in under 30 seconds. Well, Chef, I want to thank you again. The meal has been absolutely amazing. Your company has also been fantastic. I'm going to make my way to the bar. Thank you so much for your time. And again, let me say thanks for taking time off to sit here and have this meal with me. Thank you so much.
On the shores of Lake George is the Enduro fishing village that has generated income for the locals and provided guests of the Ihamba Safari Lodge an opportunity to immerse themselves into the community by visiting the fish market.
So Emma, before the other boats come in with the fish, what kind of things can we expect to see today?
Different types of fish are caught from this Lake George, and so far we've seen 2 species, catfish and lungfish. Mudfish, and we expect tilapia, expect jellyfish, and most of the other species.
Now tell me, is there any specific time of the day that regularly that the fish come in, or do we have to be here at a certain time?
Fishing is carried on 24 hours, where fishermen take the nets during the night or during the day, and they take at least a whole 12 hours, then they go and check on the nets. If the fish is there, they're caught.
The people that buy the fish, is it very in a local area, or do they come from all around?
Most of people who buy fish come from different areas where there's no fishing grounds and come here to fish, then they go for markets.
Once the fish has arrived, who determines the price? I mean, for example, if I was here, would I find it easy to buy fish, or is it better to speak in the local language?
No, the price of the fish is determined by the fishermen. And the demand of the fish, the demand from the people or the buyers is the one that determines the price of the fish.
Right, so we could say on a day where the catch has been low, the price of the fish will go up.
Yeah, the price will be up.
Surprisingly, the tables turned and the fishing guru in Mario started schooling the guide on the topic.
I'm a keen fisherman. I have done quite a bit of fishing on Lake Victoria. This one over here is what we call a lungfish. Okay, so it doesn't only just breathe oxygen through the water, it also breathes in air from the surface. Okay, and then this one over here is what we call a flat-headed catfish. Now the difference between the two is this one here, he's a predator. So he actually goes out and hunts for fish. The one on the left, the catfish, he likes to sit in holes and behind rocks
and waits for the fish to come by and then just creates like a vacuum and swallows them. That's why this one doesn't have any teeth and he's got some pretty big teeth inside.
This one just gets for swallowing, and this one tears.
This one, yeah, he tears. Now also, the taste of these is actually quite nice. I haven't tasted them by themselves or deep fried, but I've had the chance to try them in an Asian style way, and it's a very, very nice fish. Like what I like to call the pork of the lake. It's the texture of it reminds me a lot of pork. Hopefully later on we'll try some. Yeah? No worries.
Join us next week on Discover Uganda's season finale as we take you to Equator Snow Lodge and gaze upon inspiring sceneries and landscapes, mesmerizing architecture, and embark on the enthralling hike of the Rwenzori mountain range. We go back to see where this journey began and where it has brought us.
I made it!